Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, so to start, my name's Holly, psychic medium, energy reader, old-fashioned, just psychic medium. And I do tend to read energy. That's why I like to start with the vibe of the day. And I ask Spirit, what is the vibe for the collective? This is your Thursday reading. This is going to be your Thursday reading. I'm making this Wednesday afternoon. And the energy is vastly different than it was from the Wednesday reading. It's vastly different than it was even from earlier in the week. And I took a day where Tuesday, or when, I don't even remember. I don't know if I even missed a day. I really don't even recall at this point. It feels like this week has lasted 10 weeks in one. So, but the vibe is different. And I will get into cards, both Oracle and Tarot, as points to, the best way to put it is just a jumping off point so that I can listen to the voice of Spirit and get inspiration about what it means. I don't read cards in the traditional sense of reading cards. So, the vibe. The vibe is very different, and I feel good. I feel sassy. I feel even a little saucy. I feel like better watch out. You know, when you want to just kind of stand up and say, watch out, everybody, I'm back. Well, guess what? That's the vibe. And ironically enough, even though that sounds like it's got a little bit of an edge to it, what mug did I pull? One I've never used before. And I think I got it for like $2 on sale at Target. Of course I did. It's the Disney princess cups, or it's the cup with the Disney princesses on them. Okay, so it's not exactly what I'd call hardcore, but if you look at them, those women went through adversity, and women or men, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card for later. It's the energy of the people, and I mean, let's be real. There are I know a few guys who identify as men, but they know more about fashion and how to apply makeup and do hair than I ever will. And that's supposed to be under the domain of womanhood. So you know what? We all have our talents, and we all have our abilities. And so it doesn't, please understand that. If I refer to male or female, substitute whatever you want in there. It doesn't really matter at all. And besides which, we've all been both in one lifetime or another anyway. So channel your inner royalty. You know, set boundaries, set healthy boundaries for yourself. That's what this means. Set healthy boundaries. Understand that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I had a relative, and this is what I want you to understand, what I was getting ready to just launch into, and I thought I need to preface this a little. So I had a relative who was, she was much older than me. She was a cousin, but she was the cousin that was as old as my grandmother. I know it is possible. So anyway, so my cousin said, let me tell you something, as she was wont to do. And she said, if you want to do something for someone, or you want to go to someone and help them, that's fine, that's good. But make sure you walk to them. Don't ever run for anyone. Don't run, and what that means is don't run after or chase, okay? You're worth more than that. Know your worth. Okay? So you don't have to sacrifice and be less than you are to prove your value. There you go. So, always remember, be good, be charitable. The Disney Princess mug, that is not about anything elitist. That is not about what you do or don't have. That is not about entitlement at all. At all. And I can promise you that. But it is about setting healthy boundaries and saying, I know my value and I'm not going to run for anyone's approval. Psh, I don't think so. So there you go. If people want your advice, they need to come to you and ask, not just assume that they should get it. Don't run. All right. Now, let's see what we can find out today. What is in the collective's message for the day? And this is a general reading, you all. Anytime you're dealing with someone who is not sitting with you, whether it's over the phone or virtually or in person, whatever, and they haven't uttered your name or asked you to state your name out loud, or they've seen it in writing, or it's not geared directly for your energy, if it's not a reading geared directly for you, it's going to be a general reading. So please understand that. And you may only be able to take parts of the reading. If it's something that you hear online that's like a YouTube channel, please understand that. I don't want anyone to ever don't let your life be dictated by a reader, first and foremost. And secondly, don't let anyone who's not doing something very personal for you have any impact on you at all. Let it be potential, let it be potentially some words or thoughts, or if you're asking for validation, maybe this is a way to get it. But anyway, that's just my little PSA for today. And that's public service announcement. Okay. I'm feeling like something really whimsical, and I was looking around the decks, and this is the one that came up. This is the Woodland, what is it? Hold on. Enchanted Forest. Yeah. This is the Enchanted Forest Tarot. Okay. This is what the back looks like. Enchanted Forest Tarot. Owls have been coming up a lot lately. And I know depending on the culture, it has different meanings. The type of owl, the color of the owl, the size of the owl, all of those things make a difference. And so, but just do what feels right for you and take the symbolism of owl in the way that you need to. I mean, for some people, they may not even be in an area where you live. So, okay. Oh, look at this. Interesting, and I'll show you why. I was holding the deck and getting ready to start shuffling, and two of them just landed in front of me. Let me put my glasses on here. I want to make sure I've got this. All right. The Black Shook. Okay. I believe this is the Death card. And clearly it's a big wolf dog looking being. And in case you didn't notice, ironically enough, I just put this up today. I'm a sucker for anything with a story. And so this is something that I found at a secondhand store. And it's by an artist. It's numbered and all of that. But I found it, in the discount room at like significantly reduced. And I think I paid less than $20 for it, framed, matted, and all. So, but yeah, so this is someone's rendering, an artist from Oklahoma, her rendering of the first time she met a timber wolf. And I thought, I can't leave you behind. So I decided today is the day and it's time to put the timber wolf up. And wouldn't you know, this is what comes out. Now, the card underneath it. Hello, little baby. All right, the card underneath is the Seeker of Visions. So, this feels like a yin and the yang. Strength, determination, and change, along with compassion and vision. The word visions. Seeker of Visions. This deck uses different terminology and different, it just uses different language for the different suits. Spirit, take over. I don't want to do a flip through on a deck. I want to get into what this means. There's something about the orange eyes on this. There's something about the orange eyes. Okay, someone is watching. I understand this is a major arcana card. What is the connection? What is the connection? I brought this out for a reason. Why did I change to the wolf sketch and find this today? What is the connection, please? And this is a general reading, please understand. There's more going on than you know. There's more going on behind the scenes. Someone is watching and someone is waiting for their time to step forward and speak their truth. This will not be for all of you, and it will mean different things for different ones. For some of you, there is a change in the family dynamic that is about to happen. I believe someone young may be getting a divorce very soon. And it could be an explosive moment where it's just sort of, I can't do this anymore, there's no going back. It may not be something that's planned. For someone else, this is going to be... Yeah, I'm getting there's going to be a period of flux and change. There could be a lot of big talk. Someone could, if you feel threatened, call authorities, please. I feel like someone... Okay. I'm hearing that someone realizes they are in over their head. They're in over their head and they're not sure what to do about it. And they may kind of lose it for a minute, you know. And someone may even take off and disappear for a minute. So if that's your reading, let them do what they need to do. You make sure you're safe. They're not going to hurt themselves. They're going to come back repentant, feeling bad about choices. But it's going to be time for it to be over and to move on. Okay? Now, for the other part of the collective this is about stepping into a certain knowing and a certain power. So it's not that someone is watching you, but you have started to turn around and view with a whole different set of eyes. Okay? You are stepping, and that's this. The wolf behind me too. You are looking with intention, and you're not feeling sorry for yourself, because for a minute I feel like you were, if this is your reading, this version of it. And there are different things going on here. There are a lot. Oh, honey bunny, what's going on? What are you doing? So instead of someone watching you, you are looking and seeing things clearly for the first time in a really long time. Now, for both sets of people, what is this card about? The page, or the Seeker of Visions. What is this card about? New beginnings. Beginning of a new chapter. Beginning of a new chapter in life. Beginning of a new way of looking at things. Beginning of a new sense of... I hear the word responsibility. I think that's to yourself, so that might be for the first group. So for the person who storms out and they just can't do it, and then they come back, you know, with their head hanging down, I'm so sorry, please. No, no. That's not how it works. You are going to find new purpose, you're going to find new strength, and you are going to find new vitality, and you are going to be ready to charge forward in your life. Now, if you're in the second group where you're seeing things for the first time very clearly, it's almost like instead of charging forward and rushing into things with teeth bared and ready to take on the world, and, you know, and not in an aggressive bad way, but just in an assertive, taking care of business kind of way. All right, for those of you in the second group, it has actually the opposite effect. You go within and you become calm and peaceful. And it's almost like you become resolute. You find your calm. You find your center. You find your center. That's it. You find your center. So we've got two different readings going on here. One, a situation galvanizes you into action to take care of yourself and set healthy boundaries. Another one where you finally step out of a place of feeling like the downtrodden victim, and all of a sudden you're like, hold on a minute, I'm the one with this is my life. And all of a sudden you find your center, you find your peace, and nothing can touch you because you stop running after and chasing, and you say, I will walk to you when I'm ready. That's powerful. Again, that does not mean that you withhold help. That does not mean that you withhold resources. That does not mean that you're selfish. It just means that you're not a doormat. Okay, and when I open it up to the middle, all right, one next to the other. One represents the first story, one represents the second, or it's a reading, but still, the line of the you have to say storyline in order to say reading line. Doesn't make sense. All right, so for the one where someone storms out and you're like, oh well, I guess I'll just take care of me now. The Huntsman, that is your card. You become a warrior. But look, there are doe right next to this person when they've got a bow and arrow in the other arm or the other hand. So this is a kind and gentle warrior spirit. You step up for yourself and you become the defender as well as the hunter when necessary. The hunter is one who provides, cares for him or herself, makes sure that income is coming in, make sure that all the paperwork is taken care of, make sure that everyone and everything that you love and that is important to you is taken care of in the way you know how to do it. With compassion. But this is a strong individual. And this is a survivor. Now, for the people on the other end of this reading, those of you who have stopped chasing and decided, I will walk towards something when I want it, and in the meantime, you want something, come to me. And then you find your center because you all of a sudden realize just how valuable you are. You have completely undersold and undercut yourself. Your card is the Keeper of Boons, and that's the King of Pentacles in the regular tarot. I think that's a badger who's got a head lovingly resting on this king's lap. And again, like I said earlier, male or female, it doesn't matter. Badgers are ferocious, and this king can tame a badger. Just comfortably sitting in his little tree dwelling. Heck yeah, with a glass of wine. All right. Just hanging out, having a good old time. And there you go. I've got tea. It's a spicy kind of tea, and it's really good. So it could be maybe a cup of tea instead of wine. Who knows? Or coffee. Or the tea is Celestial Seasonings, and it's Bengal spice. It's yummy. So, anyway. And just because you find your center or you become the warrior, don't forget to laugh. I'm pretty sure it was a Joan Rivers quote. I love Joan Rivers so much. I think this is her quote. She said, don't forget to laugh at yourself or you might be missing out on the biggest joke of all. And that means we take ourselves far too seriously. Thank you, Joan. All right. That was pretty good reading. We had a whole bunch of stuff going on in a very short period of time. Anything else? Yes. All right, there we go. I'm sure that was a pretty shot. Me struggling to reach. Ugh. All right. Man, I like that better than the peppermint even. All right. We're going to get a card to round this out and finish it off from the Healing Spirits Oracle by Gordon Smith. Gordon Smith, I've said before, I got to hear him speak once, and oh my gosh, the best sense of humor. It was a long time ago. Funny guy, and for example, and he was a stylist, so he definitely, I always get some, it's like, I have hair and it grows up, it grows, and I got my own bangs, and that's about as good as it gets. So I always feel the need to apologize every time I see a stylist, and I'm like, no, they're crooked, it's okay. But yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful human being, very talented, very gifted, worked his butt off as a stylist before, he begrudgingly walked into the world of mediumship, and because he just, he was a good old guy, or a good old bloke, because he was English, or he's still around, so delightfully so, I'm glad. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I enjoyed that session so much. And so it was a long time ago when I heard him speak. And the cards I love because it looks like a caduceus. So, and that goes along with the healing vibe. Anyway, let's see what message do we have? What message do we have for the collective to round out this reading for Thursday? What is the message we have for Thursday? You can do anything. You have a warrior spirit. You don't have to bury your head in the sand. You can handle whatever you need to. And it's your strength that's going to change everything. Okay. Just open it to the middle. I feel like there's something waiting for us in the middle of the deck. Yeah, I think that's what I just said. And look at the card. 3 spirits rising up and one sweeping under the bottom with a big orb of light, almost like carrying spirits across. Carry the torch for others to see. Wake up the world. That's what I just said. You are a warrior. You have the strength to change everything with a thought. So be careful what you think. Be careful what you think. You will manifest quickly with your thoughts. They will turn into actions, whether it's yours or the actions around you. If you are familiar with Ho'oponopono, I've mentioned it many times. H-O'' P-O-N-O-P-O-N-O. Ho, oh, and another O after the apostrophe. So H-O''O. Ho'oponopono. That practice is a prime example. Google it, whatever you need to. So it's H-O''O-P-O-N-O-P-O-N-O. Okay. I suggest you try it. You're not saying it to others, you're saying it to yourself, but yet it still has a way of hitting a massive reset button. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful, just as you are. When you think through the words of, and you see your reality and your truth through the lens of your soul and your connection to the all that is, think about what you can accomplish with a thought. Okay, yeah. So that was a good one to end on. All right, everyone. I've got some stuff I got to do. So be well, take care. And we will get back to this tomorrow. Boy, I tell you, this has been an up and down week. It's been a tumultuous, emotional week, and I know I have kind of been all over the place as well. But we are coming into a place of strength and resolve, and I do fully believe we are going to start seeing massive changes, and we are going to be responsible for our responses. So understand that please think carefully. All right, everyone, I am sending you so much love and gratitude, and be well and take care of yourselves. Okay. Thank you so much for being you. All right, we'll talk soon. And as a matter of fact, we'll talk really soon. Bye.